if people followed Kevin Samuels' advice, do you think relationships in the modern time would be better or worse?
Better. Better.
Let's go around and see.
Yeah, you start.
I think it would be better.
Better.
Because it wasn't ill-advised. Yeah, they would be better ultimately because he was teaching or telling people to be more realistic. And if you're chasing something that's unrealistic, even if you achieve it, it's not going to last, or something is going to happen that would be more detrimental to you moving on than if you did take the advice. So I feel like ultimately it was better.
Definitely.
I think personally that they would remain unchanged because Kevin Samuels wasn't really talking about anything innovative. I think that his message was things that, you guys have described kind of like the biological factors that attract women to men and men to women. He was basically talking about those same things and then essentially saying that, okay, based on where you rank in this scale, knowing these biological factors and these social factors, this is what you're able to get, right? So I don't think that really changed anything. He was more bringing, I would say, awareness to this reality, if you will. I think that where he would have had an impact is if he went to a deeper layer, more about a character assessment, value system, personal ideology. Who are you as a person, and how is that conducive to you getting the relationship that lasts into the long term? He didn't go there. So therefore, I can't say that he changed anything. I think he more of spoke of what was already known, and what you guys have mentioned is something that men have been feeling as it pertains to their relationship with women. And I don't think he wasn't saying anything innovative. So therefore, I can't say that he changed anything positive.
Would he have changed if the people took the advice that he was?
Yeah, if they took the advice, like I said, I don't think that it changes positively because I think that, okay, even if they master these superficial attributes, like, okay, they go and lose weight, or do some of these things. Okay, but are you a better person? Because if you're already coming into a show and maybe you were delusional, right? And you said, okay, well, I want this type of guy and I have, and he said, okay, well, you need to lose weight. And then you go and lose weight. Okay, but you still have the deluded mentality. So then that mentality still follows you into the relationship, and that may manifest in different ways. He wasn't addressing the character of the person, their ideology, who they are, what do they believe, and how they want to relate with someone. He wasn't addressing that. He was addressing more of the superficial factors that would attract them to another person. So if that's the case, then the question is, even if they do take that advice, is that going to serve as a solid foundation for a sustainable relationship? I don't think so.
Okay. After hearing him and then her, she was speaking exactly what I was thinking up until a certain point. So at certain, like when I put both their opinions together, it kind of made me think more about what I was wanting to say, which is that physical attributes are important. If you're not attracted to your partner, at that point, look, it's done. I know at some point, long term, looks fade, but that attraction to someone, you have to be attracted to them. I'm sorry. But then at the same time, like you said, if they did take the advice, they still wouldn't be better because, as she said, he didn't go in depth. Because even, like she said, if you go to the gym, I don't think they'd still have that deluded mindset. I think that going to the gym builds a certain amount of what's that word? Discipline. Build a certain amount of discipline. It allows you to appreciate hard work, and it allows you to appreciate certain things and working hard and achieving something. I feel like that can change someone. But yeah, I don't think so. Not from Kevin Samuels anyway. Okay. If it was from someone else, maybe.
Okay.
I think overall, just bringing these conversations to the table, but I don't necessarily think it helped, but allowing the space to be available, like even outside of this podcast, people are able to say, well, if you take your emotions out of it and think, what is the actual message? What's meant to be delivered?
Nothing. It's just
Ibrahim?
I think, I agree with him. I think, what he's doing will improve it. Obviously, the disrespectfulness and all those things, not really. But what he's doing is, just pretty much telling people what they already know. But it's like they don't want to bring out, for like a man's, when you tell a man like, hush, blah, 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 you're dirty, you know what I mean? He'll be like, oh man, but then he'll go get clean, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like what he's doing is is gonna improve things. You said, he's not going into deeper, but what is he? He's what does he call himself? A date coach or what was it?
Image consultant.
Oh, image. Okay, I thought it was a date. But as a date, what do you do on a date? Is like, go try each other out. So the things that he's doing is all meant for the starting point. So, that's his job. That's what he put himself as, image and the starting point. And if you got that right, then the rest will just go along because you now know, okay, this is reality. No more delusions. Boom, this is what I'm going to do. This is what, we can work on from that. Well, that's how I see it.
At least the initial stage of
exactly. So I feel like that's what he was focused on. He was focused on the starting point, where you see each other, get to know each other. And then after, because if once that's right, you're not lying to each other. I know what, I know who you are, what you want, what I want, who I am, and, what I'm capable of. Then it makes sense. We can build on from there. But if we're meeting, that, okay, you're making 2K, I'm making 100, bro, from here, let's let's not go. Obviously not man to man, man and wife.
Yeah.
So I feel like what he's doing, it would improve if people took the advice because he's focused on the starting. Don't start. If the start is not right, then nothing is like building a building.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the ground is not right,
The foundation.
the rest is just nonsense.
The foundation.
But
Crumble.
So then you're alluding to the fact that these superficial attributes, like those stuff that attract one another in the initial phase, you're saying that that's a foundation.
But
You think that's the foundation?
I see you. I'm not attracted to you, and then I'm just like, oh, you know what? I don't like you. I'm not attracted to you. But you know what? Let's do it anyway. Does that make sense?
I don't think. Sorry.
Hang on, guys.